Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the Ravens.
Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Craig Reynolds to return it. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
The legend of this guy just grows year by year in the Motor City. The best individual season of his career, leading these Lions to a franchise record 15 wins. Now they just got to get to the ultimate goal, the Super Bowl.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And no question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on first down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
Brings up second and a yard.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Again, it's Gibbs. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
Okay, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and just 2 to go. Goff tosses it quickly out wide. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Detroit.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They go play action with Goff. Right, reels it in. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Goff off the play action. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that gives the Lions the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They motion the tight end over. Throwing again. Here's Goff. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Throwing again, it's Goff. Finds him over the middle. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it, third down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Trying to sneak here, Goff. And here's short gain. Gets them a new set of downs. Might be a sign of which way they're going to lean in clutch spots moving forward, partner. Early test on third down, and they chose to run for that first.
Yeah, no question that just infuses your confidence big time offensively. When you can run it in that situation and move the chains, yeah, they'll do it again.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. Able to find Wright. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now Goff. And in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions finish up an excellent opening series. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here now are the Ravens on offense to begin their first drive. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, the most exciting player, not just at his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket.
Oh, he's in trouble here. He'll go down. The Lions got him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating an offense now behind the chains. That's exactly how you're looking to start.
Offense, no doubt, jolted awake with that very first play, partner. Here's second and long. Another try following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Jackson now on third. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That's grabbed inside the 30. When this gets close to the red zone, he is inside the 25.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Complete Derrick Henry. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. From the pistol, Henry. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Jackson looking to throw. He'll set up the screen for Henry. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Lamar now from the gun. Has it in close. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
That is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Reynolds with a return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap here to go. Short pass brought in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Off now on 3rd down. It's on target to Williams. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First down.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
On first down, it's Gibbs. They'll cobble together a yard there. Give that tackle to Broderick Washington.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Downfield is fine, St. Brown. He has this down to the 34. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
They'll toss it to Gibbs. They're working a couple yards past the line. Jair Alexander with the stop.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. Play action here with Goff. Big strike here to Williams. Tackle made at the 10, 1st and goal coming up.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. No run here. It's Montgomery. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Goff setting to throw. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions break the tie here in the 1st. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A quick 2nd score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines, because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st.
Ravens 7.
Has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Hill now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their 2nd possession. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. This one's to Andrews outright. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 14-7 game. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They have it on second and short. Shotgun snap to Jackson. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's able to hit Flowers. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Lamar throwing again. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. So it'll be second down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Throw right side is caught by Hopkins. And he'll get this up to his own 44. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Here he is on third and long. Got his man. Hopkins has it. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They've got first down from the 31. They go play fake with Jackson. Looking to his fullback now. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. Jackson yet again. Pass pulled in by Henry. And that's not what the offense style about. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play event as they get set for 3rd and 6. Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. And again, it's Jackson. That's caught for the first. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Baltimore first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Get to Henry on the inside handoff. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's another.
Danger, kid. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Hill. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Trying to run with Henry. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and goal now from the 6 after that last play. Changing it up here, Jackson. On the move, headed right. And they take this in for the score. The Ravens can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Setting up to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Lions.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st down, ball at the 36. Montgomery now up the middle. And that's That's good for a gain of 5. Brought down by the only safety picked in the first round this year, and that's Malachi Starks.
That's a run that will take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey.
You know, the defenses in the league today, they have to be so reactive. They have to be so twitchy. But this was a good job by that front. Yeah, they reacted initially, but then they showed the burst, the quickness of pursuit defensively to limit that counter gain to less than 5.
Off to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. That one complete to St. Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
St. Brown. A gain of 9 yards. And the Lions first
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Off play action, Goff. Another one caught by St. Brown. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions you never turn them down, but to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
2nd and 3 now. Goff off the play action. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Throwing again. Here's Goff. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
A pitch out to Montgomery. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was hoping to get it to Isaac Tislaw there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Goff on 3rd. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. That's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And they've taken back the lead.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Hill now to return it. Jukes out a one-stop. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, here's Lamar. Got a man downfield, it's Bateman. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down throw for Jackson. It's him on the in route. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. There's an offense, I get a completion, I get a win. There's a defense, I keep everything in front of me, I make the tackle for a short gain, I get a win too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Lamar off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
On 4th now, on comes Tyler Luke, gonna try this field goal for the Ravens. This a 54-yarder. It's no good. It has a leg, but is aimed wide right. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. Dumps it off to his running back. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on 1st down.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. It's the Lions. Behind the sticks on 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Big strike here to Williams. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's an excellent job getting the completion.
1st down throw from Goff. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Goff tosses it quickly out wide. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Goff. Taken in by Williams outright. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Play action here with Goff. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. And after this play, there's a Lion out there who got the worst of it. He's in some discomfort as they head out to check on him. Seventh play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Again, Goff. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions grow their lead just before halftime. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions make it a 10-point ball game.
Ravens 14.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Hill now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Ravens taking over now on offense. Minimal time remaining in the half. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They probably try to get this into field goal range to trim that lead before halftime. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He takes it himself. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore, it's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
1st and 10, here's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Back to Flowers they go. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Rasheen Ali on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Raven offense headed out for this first series of the second half. And they're going to try to take the lead back to one possession here after that last score pushed it up to 24-14.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And he's effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Flowers will go in motion left. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Time and again, receivers would tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even two defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Here's Lamar. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
On 1st down, Jackson. This one's to Andrews outright. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Flying down the middle with Henry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Running once more with Henry. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Kirby Joseph up for the stop.
He's brought down at 37-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
And the Lions into a nickel set for 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. The left side caught by Andrews. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Jackson's going to go on 4th. That one finds his man, likely. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the 1st instead.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They're now set for 1st and 10. A give to Henry. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Read option on 1st down. He's going to keep it. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's 2nd down. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. A tight end in motion now. Play action now with Jackson. He's got it! Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens cut into the lead coming out of halftime. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, And that's 6 in the end.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens cut it to a field goal game.
Ravens 21.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. First call here coming from the shotgun. Off play action, Goff. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
This is Gibbs on second down. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. That play made by an all-pro from last season, Marlon Humphrey.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Goff on third. That's complete to Sloan. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll get 18 yards there. And that gives the Lions the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
This great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
First down, Lions.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
First down, and they go right back to it. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Another one for Gibbs. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
From the gun, Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
On fourth down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. And they are unable to double their lead.
Ravens.
he was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Ravens and Lamar Jackson are ready to go again on offense. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
It's a gain of 8.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. They run it with King Henry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He's tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and
1. Third down, 1 yard to go. Jackson trying to sneak it. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It takes an impressive amount of strength, that low man winning, to hold the line against a sneak, even when you know it's coming. That's well done.
4th down in inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it. He'll throw it. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
The offense headed out now for Detroit. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. New set of downs for him from the 46. On the draw, this is Gibbs. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Gibbs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Looking to throw, gone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. We better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic 1st down.
You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives him a 1st down. They pitch it to him. And he's not gonna be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside, set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Out of the shotgun. Goff. That's incomplete left side.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and goal. Here's Gibbs. There's some defensive initiative in that goal-to-go block. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Go to him again. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. It's a small dent, 3 yards. Still needs 7 now here on third and goal.
It's maybe one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively, because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
They'll run. It's Gibbs. Maybe should have been thinking pass there, partner. The defense all over this run, and it's going to be fourth and goal.
Well, they are determined not to let that touchdown happen on the ground, if it happened at all. And that is a stand, Kate. 3 straight stops with their backs against the wall.
Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. A little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards. All right, we reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. A little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards. Kicked well, and this is good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead. And that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
So now then, after the penalty, this is first and goal. Throwing is gone. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions keep their drive alive and reach pay dirt 1 play later. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions make it a 10-point ball game.
Ravens, 21.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Ali to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Ravens to the line now, 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. Oh man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up too.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. Dumped off to his running back. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
It's Henry on the counter. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Lamar off the play fake. He's dropping deep on this snap. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That was simply a case of not enough time available to let that play develop. That throw was out so quick, and he wasn't able to reel it in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He finds Bateman on the slant. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
For a Baltimore Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Get to Henry on the inside handoff. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Gotta be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Play fake, Jackson. This is completed downfield to Likely. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. Give him 24 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Now he takes it, and he's brought down after a short game.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, Jackson. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Ravens make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown.
Okay, you got to be aware defensively by this point that this guy is going to run if he sees daylight. I think there was an awareness factor. They just couldn't stop him. He has just been that kind of X factor with his legs.
They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, will tie this game in the fourth. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Starting from the 5. This makes it up to the 25. The Lions get ready to return to the field. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to one score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Now, Ryan, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Play action here with Goff. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They gain 14 on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Cuts right. Down the sideline inside the 30. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. Now after that big run, looks like he's a little shaken up. Hopefully a big play isn't joined by a big injury. He's getting looked at now. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Montgomery gets it from the gun. He's got 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Goff back to throw. He brings it in. And he's tackled for no gain.
Look at this big old dude like him in the slot. It's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now Goff. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit! his third through the air this game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions make it a 10-point ball game.
Ravens
28. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Hill now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. They send a tight end in motion. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Likely's got it right side. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
1st and 10 at the 41.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
First down, here's Lamar. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
And this one doesn't go far.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong. When I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got them equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here on 4th. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game. Not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. He's looking Isaac Teslaw's way. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They can revisit that play in the future.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He's looking Isaac Teslaw's way. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
We see this all the time. The number one thing we see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. Baltimore running its offense out now. They're coming off a 4th down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 21. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's running for it. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Jackson, quick pass wide. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Gets a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Throwing from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up. Now, after that snap, there's an injured Lion still out there. We'll get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10.
First down.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Couldn't connect there. Incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. To throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions can only get the return up towards the 10 before they're taken down.
That's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for them. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. And as that defense comes off the field clean, making the stop, Brock, they've got to feel that they're just moments away from this victory.
Yeah, the odds would tell you that. Certainly a 2-possession lead this late ought to do it, but crazy things happen in this league every week. So don't go taking that jersey off until your offense hopefully runs out the clock.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Motion man sent left. This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he will have the Lions first down, and they can start to celebrate now. This one's over. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
They can stop the clock down if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. So the Lions get the win on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Baltimore.